My name is Panagiotis Selviaridis, and I am professor of neurosurgery at the University of Thessaloniki, and I am the president of the ENS Congress. Choose that theme because we wanted to use the word classic that is familiar to the classical Athens and the gold age of Pericles. But with this word, we don't mean that we will stay at that era of neurosurgery. We mean that we had in our Congress to analyze and to stay on gold standard techniques to see the importance and the efficiency of these standard techniques, and then to discuss also about the future, about the innovations, about the evolution of neurosurgery. Actually, to answer this question, we have to go back to the Greek mythology because it is the first written evidence of the first craniotomy. And this is the myth of Genesis of Athena, goddess of wisdom. According to the myth, Zeus, the leader of the Olympian gods, had a tremendous headache and a growing skull and asked his brother Hephaestus to do something. He took an axe and opened the skull of Zeus and freed Athena. And this is the first ever craniotomy. First of all, it was demanding, as you can understand, and let's say a very difficult task because never ever we have organized such a big event. But I was based on my colleagues. I had a very, very good team. This is a teamwork. You cannot do it alone. So we started all together. The first thing was to organize, to create the scientific program, which is the most important part of the Congress. In this task, we had an excellent collaboration with the president of ENS, Professor Andre Grotnuis, which so experienced in organizing congresses and meetings. And then we also had a great collaboration with the national societies. We asked them to send their proposals for speakers and also the sections of the ENS. So we had let's say a pool of speakers, and then we have to organize our program. Keyhole approaches is a new concept in neurosurgery, not so new, the last 20-25 years. It is a concept that popularized by Professor Pernetsky, and I had the opportunity to train by Professor Pernetsky to this approach. With this approach, we can perform safe and efficient approaches to the anterior cranial fossa using a small, very small craniotomy, which means that we have less traumatization and of the tissues and also less exposure of the brain. But at the same time, we can perform safe operations, clipping aneurysms and removing tumors like meningiomas, craniopharyngiomas and other type of tumors. Speaking for neurosurgery and being in Greece, especially in Athens, we have to go back in the history to the golden age also, and to find and meet there the father of medicine, who everyone knows is Hippocrates. And Hippocrates was also, let's say, the father of neurosurgery. At that time, in the 5th century before Christ, he performed trepanations, which it was well-known technique, but was made by others before Hippocrates for religious reasons, but Hippocrates made and proposed trepanations for medical reasons, to treat fractures, to treat blindness, to treat epilepsy. And of course, he was the first, and also there are other two ancient physicians to have to mention. The second is Galen, Galinos in Greek, and the other one is Erophilos of Alexandria, who had also great contribution to neurosurgery. So far, I feel somehow relaxed because we are in the second day of the Congress and everything is going smoothly. And I feel that, and I'm not wrong, I feel that everything is okay, everything is, let's say, very good. And this is a satisfaction not only for me, but for my colleagues as well, who worked hard the last year to organize all these things. And with this Congress, I think we are now completing many successful congresses that were before this one, and I'm looking to the future to be organized at the same and much more better level.